Welcome to 151 Garage. I'm Jill.
I'm Sean. Diesel's over there staring at us.
And today we're talking about Archetype Racing. And if you remember this one from the previous videos that we've done, just a tap that we put in the Big Bend.
So what this is, or what this was, which we still have it, but we're not going to put it in the vehicle at the moment.
Right.
What we're going to do is change out. We bought this for accessory mounts, whether it be telephone, camera,
GoPro,
whatever you may, GoPros. And they had a small one, which is called the Tap, and they have a large one, which is called the BAM. Now, we have two different style BAMs, one of which we're going to put
BAMs.
Yeah, one of which we're going to put in the Big Bend, which is it's all graphite black, and it's actually kind of a dark silver or a dark gray. It's not this black though. So it's a little, this right here matches
the carbonized gray, much like spot on.
Pretty dead on. And then this is what's called the bronze colored. Now, if you notice, there's two different styles. You have the smooth style, which obviously is smooth, and then you have the Picatinny, which has the ridges in it all the way through, the same as the Tap did that we bought. And the reason we wanted it a little bit different, to see what they were, we are going to use both of these. We did pay full price for these. We didn't get a discount. They didn't give them to us or anything like that.
We're not sponsored or anything.
Yeah, we're not sponsored by anything. A lot of people wanted to know our opinions on them. So I ended up getting one for each one. Now, opinion-wise, I like the design, I really do. It's really sleek. It's not a big in-your-face type thing.
No, it's very low profile.
The one thing I do like about this, the company itself, is it doesn't go and put gigantic cowboy-sized placards on the items with their name on it.
Right.
As you can see, it's very subtle.
So at the lip right here, that's the whole name of the company. And then at the back end of it,
it just has AR.
Yeah, it has AR, and it's the same way on these as well. So this will be facing you, and it says AR.
Yeah, so it's really nice. It's a really nice setup. It's not in your face with badging or anything like that.
Yeah.
It's very subtle. That's one thing I really like about a lot of companies that do things like this, because they don't need their name to stand out for their product to stand out. And this product stands out to me. Now, it is fairly light. It is made of aluminum, I believe, and it is very solid. I've already put this one in the car to kind of see what it is. Now, when we go put it in there, we'll show you a little bit of where it sits. And just like this, it takes a 4mm Allen head or Allen wrench, whatever, and all these bolts are all the same. So the mounting hardware for the center and the mounting hardware for putting all the pieces together are all the same size. Now when
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
So much for that.
Now how this comes, it comes in 5 pieces. Each one of these ends right here and right here. Then you have the straight piece right here and on this side, and then the centerpiece. The unique thing with the centerpieces are, if you have this right here and you just want to take this and throw this portion in there and leave this in your car, the centerpiece, you can actually take this off and put it on this one to replace without messing around with a center bolt. And the reason that's important is because the center bolt is what's attached to your car. So you don't want to loosen and tighten and loosen and tighten that all the time, because that nut plate or whatever's underneath does get loose, and you'll have to kind of pop it all apart and put it together and then put it all back together in the car again.
No, it's that piece in the car. Is that plastic?
No, it's a metal. Well, it's surrounded by plastic, but it's a metal piece. It's a metal nut. So, but these are really nice. There is a couple things. One, it does have the little tape on the back.
Oh yeah.
There is double-sided tape because it does sit in there. If you do have stuff on the outer edges,
there's some both of them.
It will move around just a little bit, but that tape will keep it in place pretty well. I know some people that have them. They've talked to me about it, and I've asked them a couple questions. I said, yeah, it's pretty good. Now, the good thing with the tape, after talking to the guy who's actually sells these, is if you have a problem, or if there's you don't want the tape anymore, or if you want to remove this, you can pull this off and just use a little bit of Goo Gone and wipe off the tape or wipe off the residue, clean it up, and it's good. You don't have...
You got to be really careful what you use in the car, but yeah, Goo Gone is very safe. We use it a lot in the shops.
Yeah.
To get any kind of glue residue off, like vinyl wraps and double-sided tape from emblems and things. So that's perfectly safe for your car.
Yeah, and the one thing with this is it's not going to leave a hole like some other devices do, where you have to screw them into your dash. I didn't want to do that. I wasn't going to do that to the Big Bend. I sure as hell was going to do that to a $60,000+ Bronco that we plan on building for her. There's no way in hell I was going to do that, because that would have been a pain in the ass if I wanted to go and change it out and still had a hole in the dash.
Yeah. It's like once you drill that hole, you're pretty much married to that thing.
Yeah,
leave it.
You'd have to replace the whole top portion of the dash. And I think just a little bit of glue, and it's not easy either. It's not a simple process. But we'll go out there, we'll get some good shots of this while it's sitting on here. We'll go out there, install it, and we'll get some good shots of what it looks like after it's installed, especially with some of the devices we have. The one thing somebody did ask me, what's the difference between the Picatinny and the Smooth? I would say looks. It all depends on the devices you use to hook it up. Now, the Picatinny, what this does is where the notches sit, it sits in those notches. See, it doesn't move back and forth. It sits there. But this one, it does the same thing, except you can move it back and forth. It does have that notch where it sits perfectly, or it won't move, but you can still utilize the same devices for same thing. So it's just looks.
Yeah.
If you want to look Rambo-like, get the Picatinny. If you want to look a little bit smoother, get that one. So that's pretty much it to me. I mean, that's all I see is the difference.
You know what this reminds me of? The machine gun bullet belts.
That's what they have. Oh, this is the same thing they have on top of the like rifles and stuff. This is what's on the shotgun.
Yeah.
They have the Picatinny stuff. Now, yeah, it does take, you can use different mounts. You can use these. You can use the ones that go through the center. As you can tell, there's holes through the center of this thing. You can use a center mounted hardware. I've never used that type. I've always used these. So we'll have to see. Obviously,
we have like a...
Yeah, get them while they last. I keep buying a bunch of them because we plan on using a lot of stuff. Anyways, we'll get some shots of this, and we'll go out, put it in the car, and show you what it's like. Okay, see you out there. Okay, now that we're back out in the car, we'll go ahead and change out the BAM. Now, we're gonna put the one with the Picatinny rail on first. This is not the one that's gonna go in there. We figured we like the other one because it matches the gray for the car. We're gonna go ahead and put this one in to show you the difference between the way this one looks and the way the other one looks. Also, Jill will show you this one right here. This is the original one we had in the vehicle. So we're gonna pull this out. I actually have it loose, but it's so far down. Single screw.
Yeah, don't over tighten it, you'll end up breaking it.
And then we will put this one in.
Yeah, now keep in mind, we're not gonna remove the tape on the ends.
Yeah.
So this one isn't going to stay. This will actually go into, what, the black diamond?
Yeah, black diamonds. We'll be getting a different one for the Badlands. So right there, it does move a little bit, but it's not bad. If you push on it, it does, but that's why the tape's there. If it gets if you pull the tape off, it'll secure it where it won't move. And you only really need it if you have heavy stuff on either end.
Yeah.
We're gonna go ahead and, kind of give you a view of what this one looks like. And go ahead and remove this one. I am going to go ahead and take the tape off of this.
It's hard to do anything when you have like 0 nails.
Well, it's precision cut, so it
doesn't matter. It's still hard to do anything when you have like no nails.
Yeah.
I don't care what it is.
So we won't press the tape in just yet. We're going to get this one set up first. Loosen up these. Just so I can align everything. Get these lined up. Get the centerpiece tightened.
Yeah, remember guys, don't be cranking down on that centerpiece.
Yeah.
That's a big no-no.
Press it down. Do the same with the other side. Press it down, and pretty sturdy. So now what's nice about this, if you do different things, whether you be connecting cameras on either side, you can put one on this side so it's pointing this way or pointing forward, as well as whatever else you need. So if your passenger needs something, they have a mount for it all the way over here in front of them, so it's not intruding in your area. And
now this one will stay in the Big Bend because, well, the color match is pretty much spot on.
the color matches the interior very well.
Yeah.
I mean, when I saw it, it almost looked like part of the vehicle, like it wasn't an add-on, it was part of the vehicle itself, because it matches the back side of this dash with a little bit of metallic in it, the little bit of texture and stuff. Now this is really smooth. Obviously it has the ridges right here, so you can center these pieces, you know, right in here, but you can still utilize the whole thing whenever you tighten it. But I like this. I really like this color because it does not stand out like some of the other ones. You know, this one obviously will stand out against the black diamonds.
Oh yeah, the one that we had the
Yeah.
first round, the big one, the
Yeah.
Picatinny that we put up here. It was really, really red in color, so that's why we're gonna put that in the black diamond.
Yeah, we're gonna put that one in.
And temporarily, we're gonna put this in the Badlands until we get another one of those in a different color.
Oh,
Or do you want to use that one?
I almost think I'm gonna wait for this one, get another one of these, but the Picatinny for the black diamonds.
Oh.
Or sorry, the
Badlands.
Badlands. Yeah, because I really like this. Until they come up with the one that's etched,
Yeah.
that has the laser etching in it, I'll probably get one of those. I really hope they come out soon with the laser etcher where they can laser etch, you know, the Badlands topographical map on it like they were talking about. I'll get that in a heartbeat. I really like that. I also, you know, talked to them and they were talking about you can laser etch pretty much anything you want in it as long as they get it set up correctly. So that's the next step. So let's see how it fits. So I'm gonna put you guys on it. It's not too bad. So you can have it facing this way and still have a camera facing forward, so you can kind of see a shot. They don't share the same thing. You can put one almost in the driver's view. Not that you'd want to do that, but if you're doing some kind of off-roading, it would be a perfect place to put one all the way as far as you can on that end, because you get more of a driver's perspective. Be careful doing that because you are going to have a giant camera or whatever size camera you have right in your view. So it might not be a best thing for high-speed driving, but
Yeah.
you know,
Maybe
if you
rock
want
crawling.
if you want a point of view type driving, right there. This is something I've been waiting for a long time.
Yeah.
Before I even knew this existed, when you see the pictures, like I'll put up here of what Ford actually had and showed what was possible, I've been waiting for something to come out like that. Archetype Racing nailed it with this, in my opinion. They did a really good job, and the way it is right now, it doesn't stand out as much as a lot of other competition does. Theirs stand out quite a bit. You would not know this wasn't factory. From just the color alone, it looks like a factory.
Very stock, yeah.
Yeah, it looks factory. So if you want something that blends in quite a bit and, you know, it doesn't look like an added something you threw in there and screwed into your dash,
like an afterthought,
this right here is definitely it. And we'll get some better pictures at the end of this. We'll show you what it looks like in there with our cameras on. So you know, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and shout out to Archetype Racing for coming out with the
system, the rail system.
Yeah, the bring your own device rail system that dreams are made of. I mean, this literally is perfect. Keep looking at it, keep staring at it going, it doesn't look like an add-on. It doesn't get in your way. I could take everything off and you would never know it wasn't supposed to be there. So, good job. Again, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and hope to catch you next video. Bye.
Before we sign off, we will link everything down below if you haven't stated that earlier.
Yeah, we will. Okay, bye.
Bye.